Welcome to Courageous Conversation with Theresa W Gamble, powered by Concierge Resource Professional Consulting. Courageous Conversation is a diversity, equality, exclusive initiative. It's a gracious space for a meaningful discussion about culture, life, business, work, learn, live, worship, and play. It's an audio encyclopedia to design, bridges, cultures, and generational gaps. Through active listening and action-oriental changes toward liberation for all.
This is your host, Theresa W Gamble. We are wrapping up our amazing podcast series with Elaine Brannon, Master Licensed Social Worker. And now we're going to have a discussion about her amazing nonprofit, Revival's Health and Wellness Council. So let's listen in.
And put any survivor or any supporter at risk of COVID-19 because I'm having an event.
Right.
So we're going to put it off. And we're going to put it off. And but we're thinking about doing a virtual event. So we're trying to partner with some different people to see how we're going to put that together.
Okay.
And give the survivors something that they can enjoy in the comfort of their own home and still have it interactive. One of the things that we love to do at the luncheon is line dance.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes at some luncheons leading up to the luncheon, I will post on our Facebook page, here's the line dance that y'all need to learn this week.
Okay.
When we get to the luncheon, we're going to be doing it. And so
That's cute.
We love to line dance. In fact, we kick off kind of the line dance party of the luncheon during our legendary ladies ceremony.
Okay.
And we celebrate those ladies who are no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lady here in my community who didn't know anything about the luncheon before I met her and told her all about it. She was so excited about coming. And I told her, I said, yeah, because you got to learn how to do the electric slide. Because she was like, I don't even know how to do the electric slide. I don't even know. So I sent her to a YouTube video so she can learn it. I said, yeah, you got to learn that because we do the electric slide at the luncheon. And she went to heaven before the luncheon happened that year.
Oh, wow.
And so she really was looking forward to it. She had called me one night and even told me that I get turned around a little bit, but I just move in place when I don't know what to do. And so at the luncheon that year, I did introduce her to our guests.
That's good.
And I told them that she wasn't able to be there, but what we were going to do was get on that floor and electric slide for her.
That's
so
good.
We have a homegoing service for all of our legendary ladies, unlike none other.
Oh, wow.
And we honor them. Their families come. We allow their families to talk to us about who they are and what legacy they've left. They bring their grandchildren and show us, all kind of things that these legendary ladies have done to impact our community and our world. And then we celebrate them and we dance our tails off just to honor them and to recognize what kind of impact they've had on us.
That's amazing, Elaine. I hope you do the virtual event. I think it's going to be amazing. Even though I'm not a breast cancer survivor, but I'm an ovarian cancer survivor. Any win is great to be celebrated. So I hope that you can do that. So you mentioned you had a Facebook page. What is the Facebook page? So if someone wants to follow or connect with you, how can they do that for your nonprofit, for your role as a master social worker, how can they get in touch with Elaine McGraw Brannon?
You know, there was a couple times during the luncheon where I had, several people kind of helping me, host things, and just because I didn't want it to be like a quote Elaine show, and I just got trying to spread it around. And it's so funny that you would say that, because this one little old lady pulled me to the side and she says, that lady that you had doing those announcements, she's nice and she's cute and everything. But when I come to these luncheons, I want you. So when you said, how can they get in touch with you? I always think of that lady in mind. And so, hey, they can reach out to me, become more acquainted with me at revivalshealth.org. Just go straight to revivalshealth.org. Hey, right at the top of the page, you can click on all of our social media links. We are on Facebook at Revivals Health and Wellness Council. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are, we even have a YouTube page. I think it's at Revivals Health. And so anything that you just Google Revivals Health and Wellness Council, and you can go straight to us. We are developing new things, especially in light of the pandemic, and trying to, keep our close knit to survivors, and making sure that we can continue supporting them and their supporters in some kind of way. Fortunately, sometimes supporters do feel out of sorts when their survivor that they've been supporting goes to heaven.
Wow.
So we make sure we have a special connection with those supporters so that they know, if support is what you do, I got a survivor for you. Oh, that's a t-shirt. I just thought of that.
Yes, that is good. I love it. So if anyone wants to donate, sponsor your events, or sponsor some of the projects for the wigs, or, any of the resources and services that your clients that you serve need, can they donate or sponsor through the website, or do they need to contact Elaine directly?
They can go straight to the website, because as soon as you click on that website, you'll see the big donate button. And it takes you to our donation page. And here's the cute thing about our donation page. We have developed what we call a strong arm breast cancer campaign.
Okay.
This is what sets our campaign, our giving campaign, apart from a lot of other campaigns. When you donate to Strong Arm Breast Cancer, you're donating specifically to the survivor or supporters that is on that page.
Oh, wow.
So you're really bypassing Revivals, really, because we don't want to have to distribute funds to a different survivor or supporter all the time. I mean, we will do that if you don't have a particular survivor that you're supporting. But on our Strong Arm Breast Cancer campaign page, you can click right on an individual survivor, see what they're about, see what they're doing, and donate directly to them. Or you can click on one of our legendary ladies and see what legacy they left. We have legendary ladies that have children that are just getting married. They have grandchildren that are going to school that we continue to support. And so you can be a part of that once you become a part of the Revivals family. And
that is amazing.
Yeah, every dollar helps to each survivor, each supporter that we target. And it's just a wonderful thing when a person gives and they know that 100% of the money that they give can go directly to that person.
Wow.
That's part of our giving campaign. And then we make sure that people know that, hey, if they send money to our general fund, that it goes right to that survivor or that supporter. So we have a lot of other, little fundraisers that we're getting ready to establish, but a lot of it is just private donations, private sponsors for people that just want to know where their money goes. And because we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, all of your donations are tax deductible.
That is great to know. Before we end this amazing session with Elaine, what advice do you have for our African American women that's either battling cancer now, have survived cancer in remission, or it may have resurfaced? What advice can you give them before we finish this series with you?
I would say get connected.
Okay.
And that's a broad term, but yes, and still it can be a narrow term. Mm-hmm. Just get connected with somebody that you can talk to about the things that you're facing. Because talking to people and sharing with people is very therapeutic. And you can either choose to pay for it or either not. There are several Facebook groups out there. There are several support organizations that we can connect you with. One that tailors you. There's some people that like in-person groups. I know where those are. There's certain people that like one-on-one. I know who those people are. And so there's some people that like phone. Hey, I just want to only be on the phone. I don't want any visitors. I don't want to, interface with anyone on Zoom or anything like that. I just need to hear someone's voice. We can connect you with those people. And so I think staying connected for the survivor is going to be really important. Again, celebrating wellness. That may be kind of hard to do. That may seem like something you can't do because you're not well.
Right.
You got cancer running through your body and you're fighting it. And you're trying to eat right, and you're trying to exercise, and you're trying to do your medication treatments and all this kind of stuff. What do you mean, Elaine? Be well. Well, there's always something to be well about. The scriptures, even though we're not a faith-based organization, I'm a girl for God. So that's kind of the level I come from, because that's all I know. And the scriptures are very plain about what we should be thinking on. We should be thinking on things of good report. We should be thinking on things that are praiseworthy. We should be thinking of things that are pure. So scripture is very plain,
right,
on what we should be thinking on. So that would be the second thing I would say to them. Stay connected. Think on these things. Just search Philippians in the Bible. Even if you're not a Bible person, you can go Google, what does Philippians say for me to think on? And it'll take you right there. Even if you don't know the Lord, or anything like that, you can find that scripture.
Right.
It will tell you. And I'm on purpose not tell you the scripture so you can go find it.
Right.
Because I'm a social worker. I'm about empowering you. And so get with people that are going to empower you, not enable you. Think on the things that you're supposed to think on, according to what the scriptures say. Get connected with people and learn. You can learn some things. In my journey as a breast cancer survivor, there were some things that I had to learn about myself. But I also made sure I didn't go overboard with it, because I am not a surgeon. I am not a medical professional, even though I'm a social worker in a hospital.
Yes.
I don't know these things. I'm not trying to, I can't even pronounce some of these things.
Right.
And I would drive myself mad trying to figure out all of this stuff.
Wow.
So that is why you're being informed about your own self-care and being proactive in your medical care is so important, because I could get with somebody who knows all this, who went to school all these years, who spent all this money, who probably got a bunch of student loan, whatever, and they know this stuff. So I'm going to get with somebody that knows this stuff, so that they can help me understand on my level exactly what's going on with me. And if you're a supporter, exactly what's going on with your loved one. And life will be more worth living when you put all of those things in perspective, even when you're in pain, keeping those things in perspective will be a help to you. Staying connected with people, that includes your medical professionals, thinking on the things that you're supposed to think about, educating yourself, seeking out those resources that you need in order to have a long and healthy life. That's what I would say.
Wow. Thank you so much, Elaine, for this amazing series on Dictate the Terms Before You Can't, the importance of advanced directives for healthcare decisions, and sharing your passionate project of your nonprofit Revivals Health and Wellness Council. Very unique, very different, especially is ran by a sister that looks like a sister, an African-American sister. So those of you that are listening or will be watching later, if you are an African-American or a person of color and you support Susan G. Komen, that is all good. That's for the research. But who is supporting you when you're celebrating those small wins, when you come out of chemo and you don't throw up? When you go to the doctor and the doctor say, okay, we don't see no more signs of cancer. Who celebrates you when you make those wins? I'm going to tell you who. It is Elaine McBraw Brannon, the director of Revival Health and Wellness Council, and she's bringing her bruncheon near you. So virtually, you can connect with her, but just to show, I'm doing a Southern drawl, just to show as she can be able to make this tour on the road, because she's supposed to be coming to Florida. I can't wait to Orlando because I'm gonna be in the room. So I'm gonna y'all need to follow her so y'all know when to come and get your ticket. So don't come asking me. I'm gonna tell you, did you go to her website? But if just in case you can't make it, but you want to support the vision, please visit her website, donate, support, so we can help other women that is going through this battle, so they don't feel alone. And even if you're a caregiver and you need support, which I have never heard of an organization to do, she support the caregiver when you done passed on. I'm like, that is amazing. So do what you can. It don't have, every dollar counts. And her strong arm campaign, that is amazing. What organization have you heard of that you donate in it and you get to pick and choose which cancer survivor or legendary person that you can sow into, not only to support that person that's living, but the legendary people that done passed on to support their family and their grandchildren while they are gone. I mean, this is huge and amazing. So I admonish you, if you want to support something, let's support Revivals Health and Wellness Council. Elaine, thank you so much for educating us on today about advanced directives, about your role as a master social worker, that y'all are just as vital as the doctors and the nurses, and your amazing nonprofit Revivals Health and Wellness Council. I mean, you just full of effort. Your social worker DNA just go all through your stuff.
Well, there's one other place that my social work DNA is going to travel that I almost forgot to tell you.
Really? What is that?
Yes. So I have partnered with 3 other ladies of my sorority.
Okay.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And we have a laser focused target on historically Black colleges and universities.
What you say?
Now our sorority has an initiative for HBCUs, but what we decided to do, in line with our Strong Arm Breast Cancer campaign, that really addresses the financial toxicity, and that is, the financial deficits that people have experienced due to cancer.
Right.
Just their basic needs that have been affected.
Right.
And so we thought about students who have that same kind of issue. Sure, they fill out scholarship applications, they fill out loan applications, they are trying to scramble for money for college, books and lab fees and tuition and room and board. But one of the self-care things that they neglect is just that, taking care of themselves. When the dining hall is closed, they're out eating fast food. Why? Because they don't have enough money.
Exactly.
Can they get their hair done? Can they go to the barbershop? All those little things that we consider little, that a college student misses because they're now on their own at college, living dime to dime, penny to penny.
Wow.
The people that support them while they're at those HBCUs, a lot of them are not getting big salaries because they're in the education profession. Right. And educators in this country don't make a whole lot of money. The groundskeepers at those universities don't make a lot. So we are targeting those HBCUs because we didn't attend HBCU. So we're really HBCU-ish.
Well, I can't say that. I went to one, so I can't say that. Right.
And so that's why. So those of us that didn't, we have a laser focused target for those that are.
That's beautiful.
And we have an apparel line that we're coming out with. We're starting out with t-shirts, but it's more than a t-shirt. It's a movement.
Got it.
So we will, through Revival's Health and Wellness Council, take donations for our shirts, and more than 50% of those proceeds are going to go directly to folks at the HBCUs, whether it's students or whether it's faculty or whether it's staff. And we are going to support them in those kind of ways. And talk about a tour. Wait till we take that on tour.
Oh, wow.
Because I am going to look out for me, because I'm going to just walk into a social work class with all of y'all's donations, just giving out gift cards to those social work students to just help them along the way. So the other partners, they have their targets on those HBCU campuses that they're looking at. One of the my sorority sisters ran track.
Oh, wow.
At her non-HBCU. And she is going to be targeting some of the athletes.
That's good.
Some of these. So we are just really excited as part of our self-care through Revivals to launch that campaign. So you'll be seeing people in our HBCU-ish t-shirts all over the country. And we are going to loop in all of those people that went to HBCUs, that know people that didn't, and get them on board. Look forward to our new Facebook group for HBCU-ish that's coming out. And we are, I'm at the age now where I can start doing for the next generation what folks did for me when I was a young social worker, when I was a young college student. And I am so jazzed to be able to do that, because I used to sit and admire those people and just think, wow, I can't wait to teach college. Oh, I just know how they're teaching. Or wow, I can't wait to just write checks and just give them to people. Or that lady that you go to church and they just have like a little crumbled up bill and they just kind of slide it to you and just give you that little love offering. I wanted to be that person so bad. And so now I'm at a point in my life where I'm older and I am that girl. And so I'm coming to a town near you. And I'm telling you, all you parents of students that go to HBCUs, they're going to be writing home to you, telling you, yes, I was there and I'm going to be supporting your child, just like people supported me in college. And so I'm looking forward to that. And I want to thank you so much for having me on your show and entrusting me to your audience. I hope something I've said resonates with you to where you will do what you need to do to continue to live well or start living well. And if you need any more tidbits on how to do that, definitely reach out to me at revivalshealth.org. All of our contact information is right there on our website. And I look forward to seeing all of you. And when I do come to your town, I want you to tell me, I know you. You're one of Theresa's people. I heard you on her show.
Yeah.
Because I want to meet if all of the people that you touch and that you affect, I want to meet your people, because if they are like you, if they have to be like you, if they are in your community, I want to meet them. So definitely, if I come to your town, and I'm slated to come to your town, you make sure you let me know that you're part of her community. And if you see that I'm not in your town, you need to hit me up and say, how come you're not coming to my town? Because I will be there as soon as these COVID-19 streets clear up. I am hitting the road, going on tour with the Keeping the Faith Breast Cancer Survivors Luncheon, as well as Strong Arm Breast Cancer and our HBCU-ish apparel.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, stay connected with her. Visit the website. Follow her on social media. Donate. Get involved, because it matters. It takes a village, even not just for a child, but it even takes a village for everybody, because we are not always in our greatness every day. So we need to be taken care of. So Elaine, thank you so much for this beautiful series, educating us on advanced directives, how important they are, how to navigate that space, how to make sure we can communicate beyond capacitation of how we want to be treated, and your amazing nonprofit and what you and your sorority is getting ready to do. I think it's phenomenal. So this is your host, Therese W Gamble, Courageous Conversation. We have just been listening to Elaine Brannon of Nevada. Yes, we going across the nation with this station. We're not staying in place. We're going across the nation to tell these stories of these amazing Black voices about dictating the terms before you came. The importance of advanced directives for your healthcare decisions, and the mission, the vision, the purpose, and the goals that Elaine has set for Revival Health and Wellness Council. Thank you for listening, and keep always, in the words of Elaine, stay connected.
And stay on jam.
You've been listening to Courageous Conversation with Therese W Gamble. Courageous Conversation is powered by Concierge Resource Professional Consultant. Would you like to be a guest and have your story, lesson, and best practice to be captured in an audio cyclopedia? We are currently reviewing applications for future guests to join us, and we're especially interested in creating spaces for long-standing or multi-generational Black-owned businesses. For more information and to be considered, please email info@crpcnow.com to request an application. Be not weary in well-doing. You shall reap if you faint not. Galatians 6:9.